Hello, once again we're in the kitchen. Not in the garden, but we're in the kitchen. And we won't be using anything from the garden today. Today we're gonna be checking out one of my favorite fermented drink. It's called kombucha. And yeah, over the years I've been like experimenting with, a lot of fermented food. Like, some of my favorites are the daikon radishes which I use to make kimchi. I'll do a video of that one day too. Cabbages, fermented, extremely good. Fermented food on a whole is, to me, I love fermented food, and pickled food. I love that, the flavor it has too, but in this video we're going to be making one of my favorite fermented drink, which is called kombucha. I know a lot of you might seen it on the shelves in the supermarkets. It's kind of pricey, and the funny thing about it, it is so simple to make. Yeah, when I say simple, it's one of the simplest thing. But when you check it on, in the supermarkets, the price is ridiculous. For a small bottle, they charge like $4 when you could just make it yourself. So I've been making it for maybe over a year. The kombucha is made from, either you could use black tea, green tea, sugar, and a stuff they call the SCOBY. You see that thing here, that monster looking thing, that ugly stuff here, that's called the SCOBY. This is my SCOBY hotel. I think I have like 3 or 4 SCOBY in this. My first SCOBY I bought from Amazon, and once you buy one, then you could, each time you make a batch of kombucha, you have another SCOBY, and you could either buy a SCOBY or you could get it from somebody who make kombucha and have SCOBY. Yeah, and kombucha is one of those drinks that is a probiotic, a lot of good bacteria for the gut, so I would encourage a lot of you to go. You can do your research or go to the supermarket. Cause I know a lot of people always feel more comfortable than buy something in a supermarket. If you go to the supermarket, buy a bottle of kombucha and try it, and then try and go make your own, and you're gonna see you're gonna probably get hooked to it. The kids love it. My wife love it. I do multiple different flavors, but in this video we're gonna be just showing you the basic of how we start our kombucha. As I mentioned before, it started with sugar, green tea or black tea. I'm going to be using that's pure black tea. Normally I use this green tea. The green tea, perfect, no problem, comes out extremely good. The black tea, same thing, extremely good. And these are tea bags. So to make this kombucha, the key element you need in the kombucha is the SCOBY, which I just show you, which is in this. You store all your SCOBY in a stuff they call the SCOBY hotel. So in this bottle is a bunch of goodness. Yeah, so I'm going to be using the black tea. A lot of people recommend using only black tea. I use the green tea and the black tea, and both of them came out excellent, no issue at all. I don't know, because this is the organic in a green tea, and I'm also using the organic black tea. All right, so the first stage you need filtered water. For me, I use have a pot with about 2 gallons of water in that pot. And I normally just boil it on the stove for maybe about like 10-12 minutes. And then I'd actually just add the tea bags to that. And then what I do is leave it like overnight. And then I come back the next day and I continue the process. Because I know a lot of people, they'll add water to cool it down. For me, I just boil it in that big pot and I leave it there in the pot. Once the tea bags are like it's drawn or seeped, I take them out and then I just leave it there, let it cool down, and the next day I continue with the process of making the kombucha. Boiling enough water to fill up these two 1 gallon containers. All right. So, yeah, so I'm going to be using about 10 or 12 tea bags I got right here. You know, you could get the loose leaf tea, whichever one you get. You know, just make sure it's either black or green tea. Those are the flavored tea. Sometimes the oils from the flavored tea like interfere with the fermentation process. So you want to just get straight tea, no added, don't get a tea that have any form of additive, any type of fruit flavoring. A lot of the fruit flavoring sometimes it's oils they add and stuff like that. So you just want straight black tea, straight green tea. All right. Yeah, so the first stage I do is, I boil the water, because there's a filter on my refrigerator, which I still don't really trust it that much. So, because you need filtered water, or, if you use the tap water, use the same old school way of just boiling the water. Because you want the water to be, purified, clean water, Yep. Or if you could use a bottled spring water and do it that way as well. So I'm going to boil this for maybe 12 minutes, and then I'm going to add the tea bags. Alright, so we're back. It's been boiling for about 10 minutes. I turn off the stove and I just add the tea bags. Just add the tea bags and just leave it there for I'll leave it there maybe for another 10 minutes, and then I'm going to remove the tea bags and just let it cool on, overnight, and then I'm going to be ready for it the next stage. Yeah, so then I actually just remove the tea bags. You see the color of the tea is a real dark, nice color. Yeah, so dark that is. And then you're going to add sugar. And you need sugar is part of the whole fermentation, because that's what the bacteria is going to eat up all the sugar. So for me, for this pot, which is almost 2 gallons, I use maybe about like 3 cups of sugar. You could use more if you want it sweeter. Yeah. But I find that, this is the measurement I've been using, and it's been working for me. Yeah, that's it. And the reason I use the sugar now in the hot tea is because it's gonna quicker to actually, just dissolve instead of trying to put the sugar in while it's cool. Yeah, so that makes stuff a lot easier as well. All right. Alright guys, so the black tea cooled down. So now we're gonna get these bottles filled up. Alright, so let's do that. Alright, so let's fill this up. So if you notice something, I'm not filling up right to the top either. So I got a two bottle here. Filling up. Alright, so that should be enough. Alright, so I have the two 1 gallons here. They pretty much, a good amount is in both of them. I leave back some of the green tea, because I'm going to actually use it also into the SCOBY hotel. Just to keep the SCOBYs happy as well. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do here is we're going to put the SCOBY into these containers. So I think I have 3 or 4 SCOBY here. So let me get one. Yeah, SCOBY is not pretty, guys. It's ugly stuff, but it's good. So this is a SCOBY. So the SCOBY, actually the acronym for SCOBY is what? Symbolic, culture of bacteria and yeast. I think that's actually the name. So the SCOBY is pretty, that nice color. It's really, it's good. Yeah, so all you do is put the SCOBY in there. Yeah, and then we could get another one. I have multiple here. There's another one here. See, there's another one here. Pop it in there. And another thing I always do too is actually take like at least a cup of the kombucha from the SCOBY Hotel and just pour it in these bottles as well. So let me just, I'm going to eye measure it. That's it. And that actually help this to actually even transform faster, ferment faster, All right. So that's it basically. And so we're going to leave this for about 10 days. Yeah. For mines, they've been fermenting within 7 to 8 days, 8 days around that time, So then the next thing we're going to cover these up. So we're not going to use the plastic top. You need the SCOBY and the whole this culture, everything in this bottle need air. It need that air to breathe. All right, so we're going to just add this on top. Take an elastic band. You could use an old t-shirt or anything. These actually came with these bottles, which was kind of cool. Yeah, and the next one we have here, we have one more right here. And we're gonna put this in a room temperature, in like a dark. Oh, you don't want it in direct sun. You want it like, you could put it in your kitchen cupboards. I put it in a corner. I'll show you where I put mine as well. Yeah, it's not getting direct sun, and that's it. We leave this for 10 days. All right, so put it 7 to 10 days. Cause I find when I actually add some of the juice from the SCOBY Hotel into these bottles, everything goes really fast. It ferments really fast. So before I go, I have the leftover black tea. I'm gonna pour this into the SCOBY Hotel to keep the rest of the SCOBY here, keep them happy. Cause you don't want it to dry out and stuff. So I want to keep those happy. Put this over this. This is, and put this in a nice area as well. So I think there's 2 more SCOBY here. So they're good. And that's it. Yeah, and I remember one of the keys is just keep this out of direct sunlight. Put it in your pantry where it's dark, nice, temperature is in there also. You don't want to put it in your garage. Keep it in where it's getting at 75 degrees. All right, so we're gonna come back, within 10 days and show you the results. What we have here. All right, I'll show you. I put mine right over in this corner here. One. And while you're gonna know when it's ready, okay, you're gonna see the color kind of start changing to a lighter color, and you could even smell it. You're gonna smell that kind of a nice flavor coming from it, like nice scent coming from it as well. Okay, and that's it. All right, so we're gonna come back in 10 days and see what we have here. Yeah, so you see, look at the dark, how dark it is right now. So let's go in there. Look how dark that color is. It's going to become this color after a few days. So that's one way you're going to know it's actually ready. And so I put the SCOBY Hotel right over there. It's a good airflow. You don't want to use paper towels over it. Paper towels might have, stuff that may fall right in it. You want, just remember, use an old t-shirt. Look, I'm using an old t-shirt right here, but I'm using the cloths that came with these bottles, on these as well. All right, guys, this is day 8. So this is what, the 30th March, and today is the 8th of April. So this is how it's actually looking now. You see all those bubbles around here, mean it's active. I don't think it's actually ready, but I'm gonna give it one more day, and then we're gonna do our tasting and see if it's ready. All right, look at the SCOBY on top. So thick it got. Look at this one also. Look healthy. Look at the SCOBY. See, it's all that white and pinkish color. You know, so you know this is a healthy SCOBY. All right, so that's it on day 8. Our YouTube is day 10, and we're gonna check on how our kombucha is doing. And I mean, it's looking really good. So this is the ending part of the video, and we're gonna be doing the second stage of the fermentation. You could drink it right at day 10, just like this, straight out the bottle, or you could put it in the fridge to get chilled. What are the signs we're gonna be looking for to know when this kombucha is ready? All right, let me turn the camera around. So some of the key signs you're gonna notice is the color of the tea. The color of the tea have changed from that dark color to this like nice brown color. And another way you know it's ready, it's the smell. It have that nice vinegary smell, you know, and the longer you leave it there, the more it get fermented. But day 10 is the perfect time to start drinking a kombucha, or unless you want to just do the second fermentation. All right, guys, so before we actually pour these jar out, we gotta take out the SCOBY. And if you're gonna make another batch, you could use the SCOBY right away into another batch, which I'm gonna do that as well. 'Cause I keep making batches, so as one finish, we have more, you know. So, but if you're not gonna make another batch, you could have that third jar which is a SCOBY hotel, where you could just store the SCOBY in. So we could just go right in there, pick up the SCOBY, and just drop it in. I know a lot of people say the SCOBY is ugly. It is though. We could go right in there, pick up that SCOBY, and drop it right into the SCOBY hotel. So now we got 3 SCOBY in the SCOBY hotel. And what we're gonna do is back the top on for this. And this is a SCOBY hotel. So when we need to make more, we just get some. And another thing I normally do too is get some of the liquid from this too, and I pour into the SCOBY hotel to keep it. Cause you know some of it evaporate out too. Yep. So put that over. Put back this over, and this is the SCOBY hotel, which I'm gonna put back over in the corner there until we're ready to make more. All right. All right, so this is our 2 jars of kombucha. So let's do the taste test. All right, guys, so let's do the taste test. Let me pour my glass here. Look, guys, if you could see all that bubble, meaning just feels like, you know, a carbonated drink. So let's taste it. So good. It's so light. Even the sugar that you put in it is all gone. You know, it's just slightly sweetened, you know, but it's just really, really good. Really good. And the smell, can't beat it. Nothing better than homemade kombucha. All right, so let's do the second fermentation. All of us in the house like different flavors. For me, I like the ginger, the pineapple. My daughter like the strawberries. My wife like the blackberries and raspberries. And my son, he likes the mango. So it's different. So that's one of the great things. You could flavor this to whatever your liking is, you know. So you know you're gonna get this nice carbonated drink. At day 10, it's gonna be carbonated, you know. So I'm not a soda drinker. I haven't drank soda in decades, a very long time. But I do like, you know, the carbonation in the kombucha, you know. So if you're a soda drinker, you want a healthier alternative, just start make some kombucha, because it's carbonated just like if you get something in you know, if you buy soda in the store, but 10 times more healthier for you. All right, guys, so I'm going to be using these bottles to do the second fermentation. These are bottles of kombucha that I bought from Trader Joe's, months ago, and this size bottle was about like $14. So now I'm making my own, which is saving me a ton of money, and it's so simple to make. So to do the second fermentation, I have some fruit juice here. This is pineapple and ginger. So you could use frozen fruits as well as thaw it out, just drop it in the bottle, but I'm gonna be just using a pineapple and I also juice the ginger, So we could just pour that in. And I put about this, and then the rest of it will be kombucha. All right, so let me fill up the bottle. All right, guys, so this is the pineapple with the rest of the kombucha. So this is gonna be a pineapple ginger flavored kombucha. So you need a bottle that you could really, airtight. You don't want to use plastic. I do recommend using glass bottles to do this. Yep, and that's it. So the next flavor we could use is, let's go get some fruits and see. This is it. We have our fruits here, and all I'm gonna do is just drop the fruits right in the bottle. All right, this is the berries. All right, guys, so see that? This is raspberry and blackberry. All right, so the third one we're gonna do is some mango. I sliced up the mango. You still get the flavor. You could juice the mango. You could puree the mango, whatever way you want to do it. Once the mango is there, so I just sliced up the mango. Let's drop it right in the bottle. All right, so this is mango. But you see something, I didn't fill it up to the top because it's going to be so carbonated, and the pressure when you lock it, if you have it here, it's going to just spill right over. So I put it right here, and then you just lock it. And that's it, So we're going to be putting these on the kitchen counter for, away from direct light, just like what you did with the first fermentation, for maybe 2 to 3 days, and you just stuck it in the fridge. Once it gets chilled, it's ready to drink. All right. Same thing with the mango. All right, so that's it. You see in the first fermentation, the second fermentation, and I still have a lot leave here. This is going right in the fridge. I show you the 2 ways. You could drink it like this, leave it on the countertop for 2 to 3 days, come right back to it, stuck it in the fridge, it get chilled, and you're ready. So I hope you found this video informative. This is an extremely good probiotic drink, good for your gut, a lot of health benefits, so you should really consider. If you go in the supermarket, just go look at the price for a bottle of kombucha, and then you're going to come back to this video and say, you know what, let me make my own, all right. So thank you so much for watching. I'll be blessed with peace, love, happiness, and kindness. Any questions you have about what we have done here today, just put it in the comments. I'll get back to you. One love.